my fellow Armageddians. This is your regularly scheduled update of news from the front. With the arrival of the Crimson Fist forces aiding in the siege of Hive Halifax, the legendary Land Raider Rynn's might has been deployed onto the battlefield to hunt down and destroy what remains of the Ork Defenders. Its notable history goes back to the first invasion of Rynn's world by the bastard greenskins, when the Chapter's fortress Monastery, the Arx Tyrannus, was destroyed by a rogue missile strike that devastated the Chapter's command and control. One of the few survivors of this catastrophe was the Land Raider, whose crew tragically perished in the attack. Filled with vengeful grief, the machine spirit of this Land Raider took control and conducted a one-vehicle campaign of destruction across the planet, seeking out the Ork Warboss, responsible for the death of its Astartes crew, and slaughtering him. Rynn's might, however, would suffer catastrophic damage during the fighting and went into shutdown mode, effectively a medically induced coma. Rynn's might would not be recovered until the second invasion of the world by the forces of chaos, where reinforcing ultramarines led personally by Lord Gilliman would resuscitate the ancient machine. Once repaired, Rynn's might disappeared again, only to be found towards the end of the conflict, having once more gone on a solo crusade of extraordinary righteousness against the demonic filth. This humble correspondent can only imagine the terror the Hornheads must have experienced going against this mighty machine of unstoppable fury. Since then, Rynn's might has been returned to proper chapter service, though reports indicate it has refused a new crew and instead continues its combat missions alone, something that apparently Chapter Master Pedro Kantor has personally allowed... Pardon? What is that, Jack? Ladies and gentlemen, I've received reports that Rynn's might has now engaged the enemy inside of Hive Halifax. We shall be taking you immediately to a live broadcast.
We are of one mind with the machine spirit this day. We answer your call, Commander. Praise be the Trinity, Emperor, Dorn, and Alexis. Dream not of battle when thou canst seek out thy foe. Serve without dishonor, battle without defeat. Only in war can we prove our worth. When we die, how glorious a death it shall be. The Emperor be with us all. Aquila 1 to all units. Rogal Dorn is with us this day. Supremacy of Space Marines. Punisher of sin. Never underestimate. At last, we attack again. By Latandrus the Templar. See how this chapter endures. Dorn's blood runs in our veins and calls us to duty. Though our course takes us to the midst of the firestorm, act justly that we may be the shield of mankind. Unto the anvil of war, the light of terror. The warrior who acts out of honor cannot fail. The fury of Arx Tyrannus comes again. No remorse for Rogal Dorn.
Turn them out!
They will pay for their temerity. The might of the Imperium is with us, and we are invincible. I am Galadin, the righteous hand of Rogal Dorn. A threat to the Imperium is a threat to the Emperor. They are the walking dead, but we have marked them for extinction. We fear the wrath of Adeptus Astartes. We have prayed for this day. Our cause is...
Come on! Pushara! Let's soothe the machine spirit.
Go unto your masters, for the Emperor has forsaken you. Smite those who oppose us. Your courage is a sacrifice on the altar of battle. They will learn to fear us for 1,000 years. Our charge with obedience to overcome all obstacles. Crimson fists to victory. The steel-shot fist of Rogal Dorn. Enemies of the Emperor, you are finished.
And that concludes tonight's update. Good night, and keep your lasgun close in these trying times.